Can you hear me? You have to come quick. He's here.
Who's here? Who is this?
It's Daria. From the crime scene. Do you remember? I'm at home. The apartment across from yours. Please, hurry. I need you one thing.
Are you still there? Daria!
It's David. We need to talk. In private.
Nothing's more private than my info link.
I'm not so sure. I've sent a secure vidcall number to your smart home system. Get to your apartment and call me.
Adam Jensen.
Delara, what are you doing here?
Is that going to become our standard conversation starter?
I'm serious, Delara. It's dangerous outside. Non-essential staff should be home. How did you even get...
Ouch. Non-essential.
I just meant...
Work with me, Adam. I was trying for a little levity. Truth is, watching Picus News, hearing that the mobs were getting closer to the city, I was reminded of... Let's just say I thought being 3 stories below ground was better than staying in my apartment. So I called in a favor and got state police to escort me in. Listen, I can tell something big is happening, so I don't want to keep you.
You doing okay, Delara?
Look, Adam, I didn't tell you why I left Lim International. That I was in session with a patient when the incident hit, and that I was...
You were attacked.
Her name was Madeline. She was 13. A really sweet kid. One minute we were talking, laughing actually, about something silly I'd said, and the next she...
It was a terrible day for everyone.
After I fought her off, she just stared at me like she was totally aware, you know, but not in control. God, Adam, I could see in her eyes that some part of her was still in there, locked away. And she was terrified.
Delara, I'm sure the girl...
Madeline. Her name was Madeline. You know the part that I'll never forget, though? The thing that keeps just replaying in my mind over and over? Right before she jumped out of my office window, I could swear she was crying.
I didn't know. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to sound insensitive. But you made it through that, Delara. And I think you're stronger for it.
Thanks, Adam. Guess I just You just think you're over something, you know? And then...
I understand. But regardless of the reason, you took a risk coming back here. These are dangerous times for everyone.
You don't need to worry about me, Adam. I'll be fine. I'll just hunker down in my office until the storm passes. Besides, I hear I have a very comfortable couch.
Just take care of yourself.
I always do.
Fucking order. Try it.
I'd avoid McCready if I were you. He said something about if you wanted to step out of line again, he'd be happy to set you right.
Hey, Adam.
They're trying to lock it down, but I was able to bypass most of the state police.
Good for you. The last thing we need is more bloodshed. There's been enough already. If I had your stealth training, I might head home, but I think I'm safer in here. Plus, my test results are in and they're putting me back in the field, finally. I don't want to run in with state police messing that up.
Whose unit are you assigned to for your next mission?
McCready's.
Really? I thought...
He actually recommended me. Told me I shoot better than anyone on his team.
That's great. Talk to you later, Arida.
Bye, Adam. See you out there.
Did they send anything to New York recently?
Armed with assault rifles.
I could have sworn I saw.
Enough to protect them from all.
I'm glad I'm 5 stories underground.
They're killing each other in there.
Not safe out there. You know, I was starting to think you got rounded up. My God, martial law, I heard it's pretty bad out there.
Bad enough. Don't go out if you don't have to.
Yeah, well, it's getting bad in here too. I've been going a little nuts. I mean, to tell you the truth, I'm not even sure who I can trust anymore.
What are you talking about, Chang?
You know I've been looking into Janus, right? Well, turns out Janus knows things about this place. About us. Things they could only know if... Information that could only come from inside.
You think Janus has a mole inside the task force? What makes you say that? What exactly have you found?
I can't tell you that, Jensen. Not because I don't trust you. You're one of the few people I do trust. I don't know who might be listening.
All right. What have you told Miller?
Nothing yet. I'm still piecing things together. I told you because... well, because I had to tell someone.
Thanks for the heads up, Chang.
That's not right. Damn fine work, actually.
Be careful, Jensen.
We are trying to stop terrorists.
You know what I heard? He got captured, escaped, and sneaked his way out of the heavenly forest.
Allegedly perpetrated by masses of augmenters
That's
in
Jensen.
relation to the sudden, unexpected death of Talus Roper. The riots have many...
So what?
Typical. Just as we're zeroing in on a possible origin of whittling hacker, the entire system goes down.
Citizens are now demanding that combat the human restoration.
Peterson pulled his ID off the train station video.
Mandate the worldwide movement for down
You're wrong. They've gone too far.
making mechanical...
It's not bullying. The badge is just an excuse for a lot of this stuff.
Smiley, hanging in there?
Me? What about you? After your little recon mission, you come back to guns in the street. It's pretty bad out there. Any trouble getting around?
Oh, nothing I couldn't handle.
Well, at least you're positive. Wish I was right now. I've been combing through Dr. Talus Rucker's autopsy report, and apparently the medical examiner found nothing. Can you believe that? Nothing. No poison, no bacteria or toxin of any kind was found in his system. Officially, the cause of death was inconclusive.
Inconclusive. I watched him die, and I know for a fact Marchenko did it. They must have found something.
That's just what I thought, so I got my hands on an earlier draft of the report. And while they were unsure of the cause, at least they knew the effect. An unidentified foreign agent started attacking protein strands, bending them out of shape.
And the body's immune system took it from there.
Exactly. First swelling in the cell walls, then more kinking and bending in neighboring cells. The effect propagated throughout the body, made its way to the brain, where it was game over. Do not pass go, do not collect 200 credits. And that speculation, as they called it, is not in the final coroner's report. As far as they're concerned, the case is closed.
But not for you, right?
There's an unknown substance that kills people in minutes. I want to know what it is. I'm gonna find out. They've already blocked my request once, but I spoke to Miller and he told me Manderley would make a few calls and get things moving.
Okay, stick with it.
Don't worry about that. It'll take more than being stonewalled by state police to stop me. I'll let you know if anything else comes up.
Thanks, Smiley.
Talk to you later.
This is moving way too fucking fast.
We're bullies! The badge is just an excuse for a lot of these guys.
Look, if both passes, it's not like Augs is gonna be
Informants are informants because they have power.
train station video. Something's missing. Peterson pulled his ID off the train station video.
Makes you wonder who's in whose pocket.
Bullies! The badge is just an excuse for a lot of these guys. Luckily, we're in a hurry up.
Where? When? Don't give me that crap. I need safe passage around this city. Yes, that's what I'm trying to tell you. The city's in lockdown, I get it. But I'm in the middle of a level 1 threat investigation here. You do understand we are trying to stop terrorists here. I understand that. But I have agents scattered around this city. That's what I'm trying to tell you. There is a clear and present danger. Exactly. You made it. Hell of a time for a lockdown.
More like convenient, given everything that's happened in this investigation so far.
What does that mean?
They knew I was coming. Marchenko and the gold mask from Dubai. Somebody tipped them off.
Are you accusing me?
I'm not accusing anyone, yet. But 2 ambushes in less than a month? I want to know what's really going on.
So do I. McCready dug into GARM. Started out as a geological research center, funded by the European Union, until 2025, when it was purchased by a nameless shell company.
You put Chang on it?
That kid scares me. Tracked it back to Bell Tower Associates in under an hour.
I take it no one purchased it when Bell Tower went bankrupt last year.
Wasn't even listed on the asset sheet. So like I said, you stumbled into something big. Care to focus on figuring out what it is? Chicane debriefed me while you were flying back. Leon sent in a strike team. Got there about an hour after you two slipped out.
And the mercs were gone.
Did a pretty good job of trashing the place before bugging out, and left a few booby traps behind. So we have no idea where they went or what they're planning next.
Not necessarily. I heard Marchenko talking to his men. He said something about finalizing a deal with the Diwali.
We need to move on this now. I'll get a search warrant for that old Diwali-owned theater on Tsar Dibi Adlam Street.
You really think we have time for a search warrant?
No, but with the city under lockdown, I can't guarantee you'll make it over to the red light district alive.
I got here, didn't I? Nobody's killed me yet.
All right, fine. I won't stop you. Just be careful out there, Jensen. Let me know what you find.
Copy that.
You do understand we are trying to stop terrorists here.
MIA? Still better than blowing up something else.
Makes you wonder who's in whose pocket.
Wait, hang on.
not seeing anything. This patrol is pointless. Any Augs makes it here, they'll destroy it.
Damn, Augs. No reports of suspicious activity.
Biocells, painkillers, right yourself.
Adam, good. We need to talk, son.
What's going on, Seraph? Why the secure vidcall number?
I looked into Facility 451. It was a processing clinic, one of dozens set up after the incident to help augmented people recover. It was supposed to be places to heal, but they were run more like prison camps.
And?
And I don't think you got your new Augs there. You said rescue teams dumped you in that clinic shortly after Panchaea collapsed, but your name doesn't appear on its entry logs. And it doesn't appear on any survivor recovery lists either.
They said I was a John Doe. Nobody knew who I was.
It wouldn't have been hard to find out. Your augmentations have serial numbers. Or at least the ones I had installed into Adam Jensen did.
Why are you so sure I didn't get these Augs in Alaska? Orloff was there. I spoke with him.
You said he was using an alias, McFadden. I looked into it. Casper McFadden didn't exist until the day you regained consciousness, which was 1 month before you escaped the facility.
Okay, so where was Orloff?
Not in Alaska. He was with Tai Young Medical for a while, and in the spring of 2028, his name pops up once or twice in the Baltic region. Then he dropped off the grid, and McFadden shows up.
So what does that prove? Orloff is McFadden, and McFadden is Orloff. None of it connects him to me.
Except for the Augs, which Orloff designed and nobody else knows how to install, let alone make compatible with a competing system.
Are you suggesting all my Augs are new? Even the ones you gave me?
I'm not suggesting anything. I'm telling you, all the Augs we ever installed had registry codes, and they're not hard to trace.
I know my Augs, Seraph. It took 2 years for my body to get used to them, to unlock all their potential.
2 years? Really, Adam? One of which you don't remember because you were allegedly in a coma in Alaska. Look, son, all I'm saying is it wouldn't have been hard to identify you, but for some reason, that never happened.
What are you trying to tell me, Seraph?
I'm sorry, Adam. There's not much more I can say. There's some conclusions you have to make for yourself. All I know is the deeper I dig, the more questions I have. Orloff might have had answers, but as soon as you found out he was in Prague, that he'd been visiting Prague periodically ever since you started working with TF-29's division there, somebody killed him. You tell me what it all means.
I can't. Not yet.
Well, if you ever do find out, give me a call. Until then, take care of yourself, Adam. Be careful.
Thanks for the help, Seraph.